Hiya. I just wanted to hop on, as they say, although I'm not hopping. I wanted to make a quick video. June the 1st, 2024. Just because my book with Mark, we released it this week. It only just went up on Amazon. We haven't even mentioned Amazon, and it's #1 new release. I have written books for years, and I have dreamed about being #1 new release. I'm sure you could imagine. I've dreamed about being bestseller. I think How to Be Well was a best-selling book in stress management for about 5 seconds flat, July 2016. You know, we didn't even try with Amazon to get into the charts, and we're #7 in spiritual self-help before we've even, so for me, this can only mean one thing. Now, if you look at this book, Weapons of Mass Protection, the whole time we were writing this, I was waiting for an attack. I was waiting for the demons to come and get me, because they would never, ever let a book like that out into the world. The top level demons, they're gone. I mean, sure, we still have demons, and sure, the book is needed now because people are going to be doing their inner work and cleaning up the mess that they've left. But to get in as #1 top new release on Amazon, you know who controls these big conglomerates. I mean, it took a little longer than I wanted for them to approve the book, and I was getting stressed. Mark can attest to this. I was texting him, and he was like, "Don't panic." I was like, "Don't panic, where's my towel?" Those of you that like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy will know why I felt like I needed a towel, but I didn't. I said, okay, I'll leave it, and they approved it. And they printed it, and now it's going in the charts. And I'm thinking, wow, maybe this book will do better than any of my other books. Maybe it will. Because we're not being held back. Because we're coming into our power. And I know there's a lot of work in this book that I've done that many people haven't done yet. And so it's time to do the work. It really is. So what's June all about? Well, May, it was like a resting period. There weren't so many solar flares as there were in April. April was a total bombardment of solar flares. In June, it's already started. The 1st of June, we've had 2 X-class flares already. So I have a feeling there'll be more. So my advice to you, besides getting the book, of course, and I'll leave links below, we have the ebook for free, by the way. We want everybody to get this book, and so if you can't afford to buy a book right now, you can get the ebook for free, because the work for me and Mark is more important. It comes through us and out to you. The work is more important than the money. But what I think is going to escalate in June are these energies, and more solar energies coming in. But my sense right now in this moment is that the solar energies are not necessarily going to be ones that are obvious. They're not necessarily, sun is shining, here comes the energy. I think it's at a different frequency. I think it's much more subtle. And I think you can still access it even if you're under the thick white clouds that many countries are under right now. So for June, to keep the acceleration going, to keep the momentum of this growth period, I'm suggesting that every day you say hello to the sun. Now, don't ask me what the sun is, and I've seen 2 suns and all of this. No, there's a sun out there that is sending us these incredible light codes and incredible energies for our ascension, for our growth, for our evolution. That's the one that you connect to. So standing outside, and you don't have to put your bare feet on soil if you don't have access to that, but connect in your mind. I'm here in the world, and I have every right to be here, and really strongly feeling that I have every right to be here, and I'm going to say hello to the sun. And you connect to the sun and you say, hello sun, wherever you might be, whichever cloud you're behind. mind. I know that you're there. And I'm open to receiving the light codes and the energy that is for me, for my highest good today, for the highest good of the collective consciousness. Now, what's really interesting as I'm saying this, I think that the collective consciousness is fragmenting. A couple of the light workers that I follow, one of them, Jason Estes, he said that there are two collectives. I see it more like one collective that's in the process of a split, right? And there's still that narrow passageway. So it's like the hourglass is really big, you know, it's kind of small on one end. That's the new kind of got the hourglass bit, and then it's really big on the other end, and people are still filtering in. They're making a choice. So for the highest good of the growth of humanity, you find the words that work best for you, for the highest good, for God's plan for humanity. You know, bring in God, bring in the sun every day. So that's one thing I think you should do in June, and I'm certainly going to be doing that. I've even been saying hello to the clouds, which sounds a bit funny, but I've actually received a hello back. And I think the cloud that I was speaking to at the time wasn't actually a cloud. So anyway, that's for another video. So saying hello to the sun, being in silence and receiving those codes, and then being in contemplation during the day, little sporadic moments during the day where you can just process the energies, assimilate the energies. Because I think, you know, when you stop being distracted by things that are outside you and you're just peaceful in your heart and you go, okay, I'm going to process these energies. I'm going to allow myself to feel these energies. Then you can feel them. Because again, like I was saying, they're quite subtle. You might miss them if you don't take those moments. So take moments to connect to the sun, moments of silence for assimilation, processing, and embodiment. Because this is where we're going, isn't it? We are taking our bodies with us. We are bringing this higher frequency into our bodies and bringing it everywhere we go, connecting in and forming that grid of higher consciousness. And as I'm saying this, there's an alarm going off in my estate, which basically means it's important. You have to listen. So we can't do this without you. That's what I'm being told to say to you here. We cannot do it without you. So make the time. Make the time. And if you need to do inner work, if you're feeling, you know, the psychic weight, if you're feeling the anger too much, if you're feeling the collective pressing on you and you don't have space to breathe, you're overwhelmed by the drama and the movie that we're living in, get the book. Get the book, Weapons of Mass Protection, because there's so much in here that can help. Really is. It's my pleasure to offer it to you for free. And the links are below. There is the paperback on Amazon, climbing the charts. It's so exciting. And I'm going to now spend a few minutes in the sun as it's coming out. I don't know if you can see the lightness is changing, and saying thank you to the sun. And thank you to God. And thank you to the flowers that are growing. And thank you to you for showing up. Because like I say, we couldn't do this without you.